This is how to get your spousal sponsorship case approved in Canada. The first thing is to make sure that you meet the eligibility criteria. So make sure that either you guys are married and you have a marriage certificate, or if you guys are common law, you guys have proof that you guys have been living together in the same house for more than a year. So any interruption will void the common law relationship. So it's important to make sure there's no interruption in the 12 months that you guys have been living together. So a good way to prove that will be with a lease agreement, or it could be like different mails that you receive at that location. The second thing is to make sure that you have all the forms filled out completely and accurately. So I would refer you to the checklist, which is the roadmap to complete the application. With the checklist, all the forms that you need are there. It also tells you where you're supposed to sign, where your partner's supposed to sign, and also there's some key terminology that you have to know. So the person sponsoring is the person in Canada, that's the sponsor, and your spouse from abroad is the main applicant. So in the form, that's how it's guys going to be referred to. So it's important to look at those information. The third thing I would like to advise is that when you're doing a spousal sponsorship application, even if your relationship is genuine, you need to prove it to immigration. So you need some type of documents, all your communication, proof of financial support, pictures of different events and travels that you guys done, different pictures from your wedding, different events that you guys attended, and even letters of support from your family members and friends you might need to include in your application to show that your relationship is genuine and authentic and not to get immigration papers. The fourth tip I will give you is to make sure that your application is consistent with your social media. So if you guys are in a relationship and you have social media and there's no pictures of your spouse on your social media, that's going to be a red flag. So make sure if you have social media is consistent with your application. There's no need to worry about the consistency, but yeah, it's just to be mindful of that. And the last thing I will tell you, to make sure that you meet the financial requirement. There's some financial requirement necessary to sponsor your spouse in Canada, and we'll need to provide your tax returns, letters of employment, and if you're self-employed, a document showing that you have enough finances to sponsor your spouse. And in addition, you have to show that you're not receiving social assistance. So if you're receiving any type of social assistance, you might not qualify to sponsor your spouse. However, if you're on social disability, you could sponsor your spouse. If you want more videos like this, you can follow me. If you want to discuss about your spouse sponsorship, I will be delighted to have you for a consultation. You can reach out to me at my email, carl@alphonselaw.com, or my phone number, 416-599-0416.